Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today we are talking about in the Western Pacific, we are talking about Tropical Depression 5. I am not going to be talking about the Atlantic and or Pacific. Let's actually just see what's happening over there. Just one sec. But as you can see, it has now formed. We now have Tropical Depression 0W or 5. This is now warning number 3 from the JTWC. So, nothing much happening in any of the basins for the Atlantic or for NHC or the CPHC. So, let's get right into what Pagasa has to say. Tropical storm and Tang has formed, also known as Jangmi. So it's supposed to stay around the exact same. At 4 p.m. today, the center of Tropical Storm and Tang was estimated based on all available data at 545 kilometers northeast of Cagayan, or 445 kilometers east northeast of Basco Batanes, and the dot, you could say, or the area or the coordinates is 21.5 in north and 126.1 east. At this time, 24 hours, so tomorrow morning in Filipino time, it's 1,105 kilometers north and northeast of extreme northern Luzon, and it will be outside of the box. So it's supposed to rush quickly. It's moving northward at 30 kilometers per hour. Maximum sustained winds about 65 kilometers per hour near the center, and gusts up to 80 kilometers per hour. So this storm really does not. This storm looks extremely bad, and it's looking like the low pressure is actually located. Well, all of the models are showing low pressure is like around here, but it doesn't really look like that. So this storm just feels and just looks like everything's just dying on down. So this is to track the NavGem and the GEM model. Say landfall in South Korea, while the GFS just says it's gonna die down. The GEFS just says it's gonna die down. Well, the main model of the GEFS says it's going to die down. And then if you just keep heading on up, landfall in the Ryukyu Islands in Russia, South Korea, and Japan. No threat to North Korea and or Russia or China, except you might get some wind damage and some rains. So this is the GEPS. They say landfall in South Korea, and after a main landfall in South Korea, it will die, as the main model shows it. But most models say landfall in Ryukyu Islands, Russia, Japan, and or South Korea. Most models are showing landfall actually in South Korea. So this is what the GFS needs to show here. So this is the track for the the GFS model. So this storm just really says not really gonna do much. So for the GFS, it's not really a big deal. For the GEM model, let's see the GEM model. The GEM model still shows it's going to be not really a big deal, except around this general area. Gotta stay tuned about this general area. Ooh. So this is the total accumulated precipitation. And here we go. So at the moment, this is the track for the GFS. Oh, did not mean that. I thought I was with the color. But this is the track with the GFS. Let's just kind of go back a few frames. And then it actually goes up into the main and then makes landfall in Japan and then supposed to just zoom on out. But it's actually looking like North and South Korea already got a bunch of rain right before this. So this storm, tropical storm Enteng or what is it called? Or Yangmi, would actually produce possible flash flooding for parts of the DRK Peninsula, for the Koreas or the Korean Peninsula. So as we see here, the wind shear for the storm. Let's actually put this back more. Real quick, let's actually put it back. So at the moment, the area of low pressure is right there at the moment. So this one actually kind of okay. So the wind shear for the storm looks pretty good. Surprisingly enough, everything's kind of going all around it, so that might actually help. And then maybe I could just go or just go back and forth. So this is the humidity. The humidity is good, except on the before it reaches the DRK Peninsula, I believe, or the Korean Peninsula. The worst precipitation would definitely have to be the southwest side of the storm. Would definitely have to be the worst, and then whenever it gets closer to the Korean Peninsula, then it is getting better. So let's see the ocean analysis real quick. Let's see the so whenever it gets up here, that makes sense why it's dying down. It's around 21 degrees Celsius.